So, with the excitement of the Daytona Speedway's out of the way, it's time to get the season going here. As we're one race into the books, and now we go to stop number 2, which is the GM Goodwrench Service 400 at Rockingham, North Carolina, is where we're at here today. And you know it's Rockingham when you see the number 42 car on the pole. Seems like, you know, more on the starting lap here in just a minute. But we're getting set for 59 laps of action here on this racetrack, this 1.017 mile D-shaped racetrack. But yeah, Daytona Speedway's excellent stuff here. We went through the Busch Clash to 125s, and of course went through a great Daytona 500 where we saw another close finish in that race for the second season in a row. So let's see what we do here at Rockingham today. And on the pole for today's event is, to nobody's surprise, because he usually runs well at the Rock, Kyle Matthews on number 42, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Let's just hope we don't suffer the same fate as the last time he was on the pole at the Rock. If you remember, we'll get to that in a minute. He'll be alongside the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet of William Brock. Row 2 has Mike Becker, number 44, and Jessica Shelton, number 11, the Budweiser Ford, excuse me. Row 3 has Joshua Osborne, number 15, the Motorcraft Ford, and alongside of him, number 98, the Bojangles Ford of Seth Cole. He has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. Row 4, the Daytona 500 champion, Eli Bright, in the number 8 Ray Business Ford. He'll be alongside number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet of Preston Plord. He has our 2nd in-car camera. 5th row has Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Came agonizingly close to that Daytona 500 victory, but had to settle for a top 10 finish at least. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, number 52, the Napa Auto Parts Ford. Next row down has Jonathan Zorlin, number 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet, the Daytona 500 pole sitter, and Quentin Moore in the Citgo Ford, car number 21. Next row down has number 6, Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, and Dylan Young, number 2, Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Next row down has the other Dylan Poteet, number 22, the Maxwell House Ford, and Johnny Gardner, number 7, the Hooters Ford. Next row down has Sky Commons in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26, and our 3rd in-car camera lies inside Keith Batson's car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down has Kat Batson, number 16, the Keystone Beer Ford, and number 24, DuPont Chevrolet of Charles Sanford. Next row down has number 1, Diego Yepes in the Skull Classic Ford, and number 71, the number 71 Chevrolet of Jesse Turner sits alongside. Next row down has Vince Almarego in number 83, the Purex Ford. He had a great run in the Daytona 500. And Nicholas Wade, number 14, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down, Jose Mills, number 31, the Mom and Pop's Biscuits Chevrolet. And beside him will be number 55, Nathan Orman in the Jasper Engines Ford. Next row down has number 33, Ryan Brommer, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And number 12, Rob Evans in the Meineke Mufflers Ford. Next row down, Mitchell Collins, number 40, the Dirt Devil Vacuum Cleaners Pontiac. And James Henry, number 75, the Factory Stores of America Ford. Next row down has Simon Bloomfield, the number 9, the Orkin Ford. And he also was close to the Daytona 500 victory, but got snookered on the very last lap of that race, unfortunately for him. Next, and beside him will be Jay Jefferson, number 5, the Tide Chevrolet. Next row down, Paul Minnick at number 90, the Hollick Mars Ford. And number 30, Ty Dent in the Pennzoil Pontiac. Next row down, T.J. Dent, Ty's brother, and number 68, the Country Time Lemonade Ford, and number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet of Zach Winkle. And starting shotgun in the field is Riley Spurley-Tube, and number 27, the McDonald's Ford. So the field lined up here for as we get set for 59 laps of action here on this. The second race of the season. I mentioned Kyle Matthews last time and of course we mentioned Kyle Matthews starting from the pole for the second time in a row at the Rock. And remember the last time his car wouldn't start the last time. Let's see if it does this time.
Drivers, start those engines.
And that little ordeal that happened to the car not starting on the pole. From the pole was what almost cost him the championship. Well, this time his car does start. This time he is on his pace lap. But anyway, this is a 1.017 mile D-shaped racetrack here at the Rock, and you notice the 2016 version of Rockingham, even though in real life Rockingham is wheel turning away, pretty much, almost, but nothing like North Wilkesboro. So we'll see what happens here. Kyle Matthews and William Brock, Pontiac and Chevrolet on the front row. You got Pontiac and Ford in the second row, and then you got two Fords on the third row. Field comes to start-finish line. Pace car comes on the pit road. Green flag is out, and the GM Goodwrench Service 400 is on. Several cars getting off the wall on the first lap here, as you see, as Mike Becker actually tried to go to inside of Kyle Mendes. Now he goes inside again. He's got Joshua Osborne behind him off turn number 4. Who leads that first lap? Is it going to be Becker or is it going to be Matthews? It's going to be Matthews barely leading the first lap, but Mike Becker going into turn number 1 takes the lead. Mike Becker, who won twice last season, winning at Pocono, and he won again at... I'm trying to think where his second win actually came in, but I'm actually really not sure, but Becker has the lead. Here comes Joshua Osborne, number 15, the Motorcraft Ford to the inside lane. Taking position now is in Cole Deaver right behind, as is Becca Tellier. 3 wide between her, Eli Bright, and Kyle Matthews. Matthews pulls ahead just a little bit, and Matthews has the Matthews backed way off. Seth Cole and Sky Commons working together here. And look at the RPMs that Seth Cole is turning here, almost over 10,000. Look at the tachometer right there in the middle of your screen. They're turning such high RPMs here on these tracks, it seems like. Inside Charles Samper's car. Samper right now running 21st, going inside of Jessica Shelton and the 25 car of Jonathan Zorlin as they go down the front stretch. 3 wide racing here. Kyle Matthews, the pulsar, has dropped way back. But Samper's on the fly right now, up to 18th position right now. Shelton also has dropped back a little bit. She started this race in 4th. And she's dropped back to the now 20th position there between her as Mitchell Collins goes by. Now Kyle Matthews goes by, number 42. Dylan Poteet getting around Nicholas Wade, as is Ryan Brommer in 33. And now Matthews is going to go 3 wide inside of Shelton and Collins right now as they go through the third, as they go down the front stretch. Anyway, back to leaders. We have a new leader right now. It is number 6, Becca Tellier. And then as she takes the Valvoline Ford to the front. Cole Deaver's now in second position. This is where he got his very first Cup Series victory, driving the Alan Quickie colors a few seasons back. Now, of course, driving the Dale Earnhardt colors, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevy. Mike Becker in third position. 4th is Kat Batson. 5th is Joshua Osborne. 6th is William Brock. 7th is Eli Bright. Seth Cole 8th. 9th is Johnny Gardner. Dylan Poteet's at the 10th position now. Diego Yepes in 11th. Ryan Brommer in 12th. Charles Sanford 13th as he gets around Sky Cummins in the 26th car. Sanford in 24. Jose Mills up to 15th position. 16th is now Sky Cummins as he's still in the high side losing spots. He and Zachary Fitzwater both. There's Almerigo at the 15th position as he's got Kyle Mendes behind him, as is Jessica Shelton also moving up. Nicholas Wade in 14, Jesse Turner in 71. He's in 21st position at the moment. And oh no, that's not a good idea. 4 wide. And oh, problems on the front stretch. Matthews hit. Matthews got hit on the front stretch right there and about flipped him around like a pancake just about. Started for Napoleon, only led the first lap of the race, and now the man who usually runs good at the Rock. Damaged on the side of the number 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac. And not a good start to the season for the defending series champion. And he'll take it down pit road, 45 miles an hour. The speed limit on pit road to the Rock. But oh yeah, 4 wide at the Rock, usually a recipe for disaster. And it was he, Sky Cummins, Zachary Fitzwater, and Nicholas Wade that got 4 wide. Matthews was in a very bad position though. As you see, Cummins leaned on him, and now you see Fitzwater gets into Cummins and Matthews both. And oh, right there, Nathan Orman got jacked up Matthews a little bit. Whoo! Field goal, 3 points for TJ Denton at number 68 car. But Nathan Orman also involved in the crash, as was Fitzwater and Cummins. And I think Quentin Moore also got a piece of it in the 21 car. Let's take a look at it again. There's a look at Orman's car. I don't think Sky Cummins got much damage on his car. Ooh, Dylan Young barely squeaked by. And yeah, there's where TJ Dent. Ugh, that is very close on the 68 car. Excellent driving by TJ Dent's car, and TJ Dent did not get in the crash. But dire straits for 3 of the drivers here, including mainly Nathan Orman, Kyle Matthews, and the 55 and the 52 is Zachary Fitzwater. On board Keith Batson. Preston Plord also got a piece of it too, and that's another one with good driving to get through the crash. That was Batson. Dylan Young got some damage too in the 28 in the 2 car. I don't know what happened there. Dylan Young actually turned the 25 of Zachary of Jonathan Zorlin. No, Zorlin turned right into Dylan Young. And Young gets into the wall, come off the second turn, as did Zorlin. I didn't see that happen right there. That was almost, well, not quite Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton at Texas, but oh my gosh. So 2 more cars damaged up. Something tells me Dylan Young's going to have some words with Zorlin after that whole thing. So cars out of the race there. Nathan Orman and Kyle Matthews both out of the race. And poor Kyle Matthews didn't have much luck here. After he led the first lap here at Rockingham today, though, it seemed like his luck just went south from there. Dropped to the back of the pack, tried to move up to the field, and then got into a 4-wide situation. And of course, unfortunately, you saw a replay. That's what happens when you got some drivers going for the same piece of real estate. Anyway, it is Becca Tellier leading the race. Second position is Cole Deaver. Then it's Kat Batson, William Brock, and Mike Becker, the top 5. 6 through 10, Joshua Osborne in 6th. Seth Cohen 7th. 8th is Eli Bright. 9th is Dylan Poteet and Diego Yepes. Currently runs in 10th position. Charles Sanford's 11th. 12th is Jose Mills. 13th is Johnny Gardner. 14th, Jessica Shelton. 15th is Vince Almarigo. Then it's Brommer, Wade, Commons, Turner, and Zorlin, the top 20, as the green flag flies, and we're back underway on lap number 18. I heard tires screeching up here a bit. Yep. And it's Charles Sanford, 24. He spun. I don't see how that would have caused a yellow flag, to be honest, but cautions, breed cautions. That's the second one today on the round. The restart is Charles Sanford. Got spun out, coming off turn number 2. Take a look as to what happened. Sanford's car, I don't know what happened there. His car got up on the track and caused him to scrape the wall, come up through 1 and 2. Apparently carried too much speed into the corners. And, of course, handling, I don't know if it was handling or whatever on the 24 car. But came off turn number 2, got right into Vince Almarigo in the 83 car, and just gets turned around. Really can't blame that on the 83 car. I think I really can't blame anybody, but it seems like something did go awry on the 24 car. See a piece of debris flying off the car. Several cars actually hit it as well. Sanford was in 11th when this whole thing happened. Let's take a ride with Charles Sanford as to what happened. Sanford got his car to start right back up, and I think he still might make a go of it here. But Sanford drops to 34th position. But like I said, he may still make a go of it here. But we'll see what happens here. But no change at all in positions, except Eli Bright did move up to 6th position there as he got past Joshua Osborne. But so getting set to see what happens again here. Becca Tellier out in front. Then it's Cole Deaver, Kat Batson, William Brock, and Seth Cole, the top 5, as the green flag flies. And it's Bright, Osborne, Yepes, Poteet, and Mills, the top 10. Eli Bright way up on the racetrack right there, just about what we saw Charles Sanford just a few laps ago. This time he does not scrape the wall, nor does he get spun out. But here comes Cole Deaver to the inside of Tellier for the lead. Ford on the outside, Chevrolet on the inside here. Here, two of the famous cars in all of NASCAR. Going at it, Deaver in the Earnhardt car. Here, and Becca Tellier in the Martin colors as they come off turn number 2. And she'll lose the second position to her teammate, Kat Batson, in the 16 car. That's another Roush Prepare piece. And Cole Deaver takes the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet to the lead. But here comes Kat Batson to the inside. Not even halfway home, though. It'll be 25 in the books. And I think 34 to go, I believe. Well, anyway, 25 laps in the books as they still early on here at the Rock, almost halfway home. Several cars off the wall. William Brock goes to the inside of the racetrack. Or outside, excuse me. Eli Bright goes by. Johnny Gardner goes by. Here comes Poteet and Nicholas Wade. 22 and 14, and throw in Jose Mills in the 31 car. Battle going on right there. Zachary Fitzwater in 52. Sky Commons in 26. Jessica Shelton in the 11. They're side by side. Cummins in the green 26, Shelton in the red 11. Going to turn number 1, they go here. Cummins running 15th, Shelton running 16th. And meantime, Cat Batson had the lead the last time by, but now Deaver takes it again, but now he's under fire from Joshua Osborne. Couple of Southern men there going at it here. Deaver from Georgia, Osborne from Kentucky. And again, it's Chevrolet versus 3 Fords going at it here as Eli Bright was in the 4th position now. Osborne looks inside, no dice. They'll have to try it again, another lap here, see what happens here. Going to turn number 1. Osborne ducks to the inside of Deaver. Now they're side by side off turn number 2. Deaver got a little tail happy off the second turn, but Deaver does keep position. Meantime, Becca Tellier looking over to see who she wants to go with if somebody makes a move. And here comes Osborne to the inside. Now they're going to be side by side off the second turn. Osborne, the red 15. Deaver in the black number 3. Go to the 3rd and 4th turns here. Deaver gets a little loose there through the 3rd and 4th corners. Now Tellier dives inside. She'll bring Eli Bright with her. 2 Fords going out of here. Now you got the Chevrolet thrown in there with William Brock in the number 4 car and Johnny Gardner, number 7. Just past halfway home. It'll be 32 in the books this time by. As Joshua Osborne takes the lead here at Rockingham. He has won here before. And give a shout out to Jose Mills, one of the rookies in the number 31 car. He's up to 7th position right now as 2 of the rookies are in the top 10 at the moment here. Jose Mills in 7th, and then you got Eli Bright running in 4th. Actually make that 5th now as William Brock has gotten by him. Seth Cole and Cat Batson going at it, and Seth's got his buddy Dylan Poteet right behind him, and Batson gets off the wall a little bit. Poteet goes by, Nicholas Wade goes by, here comes Diego Yepes. Denzel Morego, Jessica Shelton. Shelton going way down the inside of the track and trying to sweep up some spots herself as she is close to the top 10 right now. She goes underneath Yepes for position. Yepes goes by, and he gets off the wall a little bit off turn number 2. I thought he was going to go right into Almorego's car, but not quite. And now throwing Sky Commons in the 26 car in the mix, as well as 52 of Zachary Fitzwater. And Cat Batson's got some problems in the number 16 car. Problems with the Cat Batson machine as the Keystone Beer Ford slows down. And something has gone awry on the number 16 machine. I don't know if that's going to bring out the caution flag or not. Plord goes by, Sanford goes by, and finally last place car of William Brock goes by. Or not William Brock, but Mike Becker, excuse me. Meantime, speaking of William Brock, battle for the lead between he and Osborne, Ford and Chevrolet again. Osborne, the red 15, Brock in the yellow number 4. And Eli Bright's throwing himself in this mix. He wants to go 2 in a row to kick off the season. Remember, it was Eli Bright who started the season with a great win in the Daytona 500, and now he wants to continue that momentum at Rockingham. Bright driving the Stavola Brothers machine that was driven by Sterling Marlin in 1993. And that 8 car is, I tell you right now, that car is a very strong candidate so far in this early part of the season as they go through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Bright closing in on Brock. I tell you, talk about lead changes we're having here at Rockingham. Though we remember at the Daytona 500, we had a 30-lap race in the Daytona 500. 29 of those had lead changes. I had 29 among 22 drivers in the Daytona 500 in a 30-lap race, and that was a very competitive event with these cars. Tell you what, this aerodynamic package seems to be pretty effective here. But anyway, it is Brock, Bright, and Gardner, the top 3. Osborne in 4th position. Seth Cole running in 5th position right now, number 98, the Bojangles machine. And then you see it in the rearview mirror, the sight nobody wants to see in the rearview mirror, that black number 3. That's Cole Deaver. He takes the Dale Earnhardt cars up there, and now taking the Sterling Marlin number 8 cars to the lead is Eli Bright, as you saw through Seth's in-car camera. And they have caught the lap car of Mike Becker. But meantime, battle for 5th position is still going on as Cole Deaver and Jose Mills, 2 of the Childress cars going hooked up. Seth gets off the wall just a little bit. Deaver goes by. Mills goes by. Here comes Dylan Poteet in 22. And he brings Jessica Shelton with him. Shelton now up to the top 10. 43 in the books. 16 to go here at Rockingham. Mike Becker with a not too good of a runner. 34th position is where he's at right now. And now they caught up the lap car of Charles Sanford, number 24. Sanford running in 33rd. He has now gone a lap down as Bright, Gardner. Here comes Osborne and Brock to the inside. And here comes Brock to the inside there. I tell you what, this way this is going right now, we may see a great battle for the win we're going to have here. And we'll find out who pulls it off in the final 14 laps of this event. That was completion of lap number 45. Eli Bright, car number 8, out in front, looking for 2 in a row to kick off the season. Kick off the win of the Daytona 500, now running up in front of the Rock. But here comes Johnny Gardner closing up there. In the meantime, they're closing up on Preston Plord in number 18. Number 18, yes, excuse me, Preston Plord car. There he is. Plord running 32nd right now on the Interstate Batteries colors as they go through the 3rd and 4th turns now. Bright goes to the inside. Now Johnny Gardner, I thought he was going to get hung up behind Plord for a minute, but so we got 3 Fords and 2 Chevrolets in the top 5 now. Ford's running 1st, 2nd, and 4th, and Chevrolet's running 3rd and 5th. So Preston Ford, a 5-time winner last season, not off to a good start this season at all. In a number 18 car, he hopes to get it all straightened out by the time we go to the next race on the tour at Richmond this season. Seth Cole running in 6th position right now. Dylan Poteet in 7th. Nicholas Way running in 8th. Becca Tellier 9th. And Diego Yepes running in 10th position. As now Sky Cummins and Jessica Shelton try to go by Jose Mills. Cummins running in 12, Shelton in 13, Cummins in 26, Shelton in the 11. And here comes Jess to the inside. That'll be 12th position she's going to go for. And meantime, Johnny Gardner up to the high side, losing positions now. It's now William Brock goes to second position now. Can they catch Eli Bright? We'll find out. William Brock up there, averaged his last lap 150.5 miles an hour. 151.1 is Eli Bright's average. Let's see what the lap speeds are this time by. Bright at 150.85, Brock at 151.1. So William Brock a little bit faster. That time I will check the lap speeds again this time by. Beaver in third, Osborne fourth, Gardner in fifth. Go through the third and fourth turns off turn number 4. Let's see what happens there. Bright across the start-finish line. Eli Bright at 150.791. William Brock at 151.527. So William Brock is getting ready to make a race out of this here. Don't pencil in your winner yet, though. We're down to the final 5 laps this time, but this will be a completion of lap number 54. And again, Brock quicker than last time by, 151.4 to 150.9. But now the draft between Joshua Osborne in 15 and Cole Deaver in the 3, they could be closing up on the front 4. The front 2, they may make it a 4-car race for the victory, but Osborne goes inside of Deaver for third spot, and here they come to the start-finish line now with 4 laps to go. Osborne to third. Meantime, 5, 6, and 7 right there on your screen. There's Seth Cole in 5th. 6th is Johnny Gardner. 7th is Dylan Poteet. And here comes Brock to the inside of Eli Bright now with 3 laps to go. Here comes Brock to the inside of Bright. Side by side. Bright in the 8. Brock in the 4s. They come to the start of turn number 2. Bright pulls ahead a little bit as they go to the third turn now. Brock sticks it down low in turn number 4. And it's William Brock going to the lead. Eli Bright, can he come back on him? 2 laps to go at the Rock. And now it's 4 cars right together. Which one of those 4 can win it? Lap traffic up ahead with Ty Dent in the 30 car, but I don't think it's going to be any factor here. Off the 4th turn now. White flag. Will it be Brock? Will it be Bright? Will it be Osborne? See what happens Let's see what happens on the last lap here. William Brock, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Eli Bright in the misses Ford. Bright looks inside, looking for 2 in a row to kick off the season here in the season 21. Here go to the 3rd and 4th turns now. Bright looks to the inside, off turn number 4. He is not going to do it. Off the 4th turn, Bright takes one last ditch effort. Not going to do it. William Brock wins the GM Goodwrench Service 400 at Rockingham. William Brock in the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet goes the victory lane here at Rockingham, North Carolina, in a classic duel with Eli Bright. Oh my gosh, Eli Bright, heartbreaker for him, trying to go for 2 in a row to kick off the season after winning the Daytona 500, but he does carry that mo though, as he finishes the race in second position right now. Second position here today. 3rd goes to Joshua Osborne. A great day for him. 4th to Cole Deaver. 5th to Seth Cole. Dylan Poteet 6th. 7th will go to Johnny Gardner. Becca Tellier 8th. 9th will go to Diego Yepes. And 10th will go to Jessica Shelton. Average speed 122.865. A tremendous finish that was here at Rockingham. Wow. So 2 races are in the books. I tell you what, tell you what, we had great races in Daytona, and a great race at Rockingham, and I'll tell you what, I'm interested to see what Richmond's going to be like. That is going to be for sure. So final finishing order here. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Nicholas Way comes home on 11th. 12th, we go to Vince Alborego. Couple of good runs here for those two drivers. Sky Common's a good day in that 26 car, finishing 13th. 14th, we go to Zachary Fitzwater. 15th, and Jose Mills, who had a great day all day. Some rookies having some good runs here today. Jose Mills 15th. Mitchell Collins 16th. Keith Batson moves up to 17th after today's event. And not to mention having a dodging and avoiding that wreck is made it easy for him. Dylan Young wrecking all stones of finishing 18th in this event here today. Ryan Brommer 19th. Simon Bloomfield 20th. 21st will go to Jesse Turner. Quentin Moore 22nd. Rob Evans 23rd. James Henry 24th. 25th will go to Jonathan Zorlin, matching his car number. Paul Minnick 26th. TJ Dent 27th. 28th will go to Zach Winkle. Jay Jefferson 29th. Riley Spurley 2 comes home 30th. And Ty Dent was the last one we lap, finishing in 30th, first position. Hard luck drivers right here for sure on the bottom order. Preston Plord, 32nd. Charles Sanford, 33rd. Mike Becker was the last finisher in 34th. Kat Batson had a piston problem. That's what caused her to slow down in the late stages of the event, though, and she was running in top 10 when this all happened, too. So tough break for Kat Batson. Kyle Matthews, the pole sitter, 36th in this race here today after getting caught up in a crash. And likewise with Nathan Orman, it was the camshaft problem that knocked him out of the race in last position. So, not a good start to the season for some of our top drivers in this series, but a great day for William Brock as he breaks a winless drought without question here. That stretches back, I think, to it was season 19 when he last won. So William Brock gets his first win in a long time here as he takes home the GM Giver Service 400 at Rockingham. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the Insurance Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel in our races gaming videos. We're president of the NNSCRA set gold desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out the cavalcade of NNS. Be sure to check out the loads of offline series we got in the NNSCRA series cavalcade. We have the NNSCRA Coors Light Truck Series, the Last of Us Light Series, the Pizza Hut X Series, and the Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out and the series out as well. And please be sure to check out the Budweiser All Pro Series and the Marvel Studios Cup Series, also from the NNSCRA. And you will not regret checking those races out. And I guarantee you, all those series are better than what I have to offer in this series as well myself. So anyway, sorry my speech is a little slurred here, but anyway. So that's the story from Rockingham. Congratulations to William Brock, the winner of the GM Giver Service 400. As we will see you at Richmond, the next race on the tour for the running of the Mobile One 400. For now, this is James Coulson in production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.